Video brought to you by Morante Plumbing and Oil. Morante, the #1 name in plumbing.
And we are back. Gmacs and Winnie coming at you with another edition of the Outlaw Blitz podcast. Big fella, let's get dangerous.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Man, all these weeks we just keep wearing the same clothes.
I know we're dirtbags.
Dirtbags.
If you wear the same clothes in these podcasts,
episodes.
you're a dirtbag.
Yeah, it is. Yep.
Yep.
So what happened to you in the last week or so?
Yeah.
Did you ever play that game, Is It Blood?
I have.
Yeah.
Yes, I lose frequently.
Yeah, not fun.
No, Is It Blood? Not a good one. I also get what is called, it's the abbreviation is BCS.
Yeah.
Brown Crayon Syndrome.
Yeah.
That happens a lot.
Not to be confused with BGS.
Yeah, it's just Big Gay Sal.
Big Gay Sal, yeah.
I don't think he gets Brown Crayon Syndrome because it all just falls out.
Yeah. He's got like an evacuation button just. It's just like hair and KY.
I wonder what they did on the 4th in Montana.
Yeah.
Big fireworks.
Big
rockets.
Fireworks.
The rockets red glare.
And he's super. Thanks for asking.
Yeah, the red rockets glare. Yeah. So, no, what's going on? Anything?
No, we ended last episode talking about me flicking a dog into Peter the week where he's alive.
Hey,
you kind of laughed a little bit about
it. Sometimes you gotta do it. I wish my dogs fucking slept that soundly.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
Hey, make sure he was good.
Yeah. Well, that was the only way it worked.
That's it.
It worked.
Oh God.
Let's see. Not much.
When's the last time you attended a Major League Baseball game?
Oh, Jesus. Me, you, Max, and Boston.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't like pro sport. I don't like going to pro sports.
The
last
older I
NFL
get,
football
the less
game I went to was me, you, Dwayne, and Blaine Gibbs.
That's right. Yeah, the older I get, the less I give a shit if I attend them or not, I think.
You know why? Because they make it way more appealing on TV.
It's too expensive, too.
Yeah.
I'd much rather go to a Renegades game.
No, I lie. I've been to Yankee Stadium since then because I parked in the lot and walked up and across for Boston's birthday one year.
Okay.
Probably when he was like 8 or 9.
Okay.
So, I mean, it's been like probably about 9 or 10 years.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I don't know. Every time the idea comes up with people at work, it sounds good initially, and then I think about it, and I'm like,
I'm just watching you tear the flag off the wall behind you.
That's like 700. Listen, you can't go to a game by yourself now and not even spend $200. You can't.
No, I know. It used to be we go down to the bleachers,
right,
sitting there for like $10, $12.
They were awesome.
I didn't get a beer or whatever, soda and a hot dog, and you were good.
Yep.
Fucking Nathan's hot dogs, by the way.
Still taste them.
Yeah. So yeah. I mean, nothing. I don't think you can eat anywhere anymore for under like $15.
No.
Anything. Like, have you been to a diner lately?
Yes.
Like, breakfast is $15
right
now. That used to be like $4 for eggs and toast.
If you got like the big breakfast, it was like $7.
Right.
Yeah, forget that.
And now they're like $13.99, $15. It's crazy what you drink. The only place that's still reasonably affordable is like bagel shops.
Yeah, you can get in and out for $5.
Bacon, egg, and cheese for like $6, $7. Maybe,
yep. I mean, not drinking definitely cuts down and saves on the bill when you go out to a restaurant for dinner, for sure.
Yeah.
But it's I don't know. When you were overseas in your last couple of vacations, you spent a lot less money and got a lot better food.
Yep.
So
this shirt's all fucked up.
The stretch collar.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
Merkel.
Probably getting sweating, fucking,
Yeah,
put it over to Big Melon. It stretches out.
Shit happens.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. And that's the thing. It used to be, well, people eat out a lot more than they used to, too.
Right.
You used to only eat out like it was like a treat.
Right.
And now it's most I hate saying that because like most people are like, I'm just too busy, but they fucking futz around on TikTok or their Instagram or something. These things are the downfall of the human race, I think. They really are.
They've become that.
Because when you put these away and you're like, I get so much more done. Like at the campground when I'm really not around it. You know what this is the main source of at the campground?
Music, probably.
Yep. I put on Sirius XM and my speaker. And that's it. Other than that, I don't look at that fucking thing.
Yeah.
And that's...
No, and that's, I guess...
Simpler...
That's part of the appeal of being up there is to get away from shit.
All that, yeah.
So, no, I get it. 100%. Agreed.
Yeah, it's wild. I got one thing for sure, a bunch of people ask me about these boom boom sticks.
Okay.
And they want to try them, and I'm like, yeah, absolutely, you should try them.
TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok shop. You can get all the different
They
flavors.
actually even have, like, if you go to Amazon, Boom Boom isn't a brand they sell, but they sell other versions, same thing. So you can even go on Amazon and get them. Listen, with the nights where I've been congested going to sleep, I take a big fucking draw off that minty one, and it opens me right up. Throw my mask on and go to sleep. Yesterday
morning, for the first time, I got that feeling that you and Hughes got when we did them the first time, that like your nose was running.
Right. Like, it's just cold.
I really did, but yeah, I'm like, oh shit, they're not lying. Your nose does feel like it's running. And I never had that feeling before yesterday, and then I kept touching my nose. I'm like, it's dry.
It's dry. It's just you got to get used to it.
Yeah.
But no, they're good. They're definitely whoever came up with these natural version to the Vicks stick.
The old Vicks Vapo stick.
Yeah.
Used to do wonders, and I remember Boston being like 9 years old at football game. He was all congested.
Right.
I bought him one of them, stuffed it up his nose. He's like, Jesus.
I almost wonder, like, how many training rooms in college, high school, up to the pros have stuff like this in the training bag.
Oh yeah,
they have to. So, I am getting excited that training camp's about to open for football, all the way around, pro, college.
One thing I might be, you've asked me on the last episode if I was going to be out traveling for this year.
Yeah.
This first year I'll be stateside for my birthday and all that.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm not going to be traveling on my birthday. I'll tell you why. NCAA 26 comes out on my birthday.
Oh, sweet.
So guess what I'm doing on that day?
Now, I was talking to...
and they've expanded the game, and Metallica co-signed. So you get Enter Sandman at Virginia.
Nice.
Virginia Tech.
I was telling Letzak about it, because he buys Madden every year, and he likes to do franchise mode. He cuts all the star players usually, and then builds from the draft. And I said, well, now with NCAA, you can import the draft class. Right.
And if you buy it, you get the deluxe mode. It's $100, but you get Madden also.
Right.
So you can just make your player, and then that whole draft class goes into
I'm going to have to tell him that tonight, to go, instead of just spending 70 on Madden, spend the extra 30, get both games.
NCAA is so popular that they threw Madden in basically for free.
Right.
For $20.
Right. Yeah, it's awesome.
That's what they did. And that shows you how much better of a game. You and I always played NCAA back in the day.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was a way better game.
Yep.
Way better game. So now they're throw Madden in. They go, oh, buy the Pro Deluxe, $100, and you get Madden and NCAA early, the whole thing.
I think you talk to like Carl, who totally shits on NCAA
because he doesn't understand football.
Could be. I think as coaches, looking at all the different playbooks and the different offenses,
2,800 new plays.
Right. You can't beat that.
No.
It's killer.
And that's the thing. In the NFL, everybody runs the same offense to a degree.
Yeah. Did you see the Jets signed the thicker kicker?
Oh, yeah?
He was in the UFL this year. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. He is built like a bigger Janikowski and not very muscular.
No.
He's just a fat dude that's
kicker. He could kick like a motherfucker.
Yeah. He was
the best. What's the best kicking name of all time?
The best kicking name?
Yeah. It's the kid that just recently came out. Dicker the Kicker.
Oh, my God.
His last name was Dicker.
Yep.
Yeah. Did he kick for Penn State maybe a couple of years ago? He kicked for like one of the top 10 programs. Yeah. His name was Dicker, the kicker.
That's awesome.
That's pretty. Yeah.
The Mets had a guy they just optioned. They had him pitched him for one game, optioned him back to the minors. He goes by his nickname, Dickie Lovelady.
Oh yeah, I saw
Richard Lovelady. He goes by Dickie.
The most Mets thing possible.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, we are getting into.
Where's the All-Star game this year?
Not a clue.
Because that should be right around my birthday. Every year. Around my birthday.
Yep. Not a clue, but going on to the origins of this top 5 list, I'm going to give credit to DMAC.
Oh, big fan of the show.
Big fan of the show.
Loves the over-under song.
He does.
All right, let's move on. This week's top 5, your top 5 summer jobs.
Via DMAC.
Not G, DMAC.
DMAC. All right, number 5. This will, especially in our generation, lawn care / like odd jobs.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I get it.
How many lawns did you mow lawns when you were a kid?
I hated mowing my parents' lawn, so no.
Oh no, I had quite the I built up quite the array. Yes.
Yeah. Well, you make like $5-10 off a lawn or something.
Yeah, and it was funny. When I started out, it was $8. Dr. Greco was my first client, the dentist.
Yeah.
And
right next door, right?
Yeah. And by the end, I was making 15. I had him for so many years. Every year was like $1 or $2 increase. That hey, I'm going to pay this year. You got it, Doc.
I got it. And he didn't have a big lawn because most of it, well, at least the front was parking lot.
Right.
So it was really just the back.
It was, the sides and the back.
Yeah.
And just, rake the shit up, get rid of it for him, clean up sticks because he had some dying trees in the backyard.
Right, but if it took you an hour back then, $15 an hour was like 4 times minimum wage.
Right. I was making $4.50 at the video store.
Right.
So to make $15 for an hour's worth of work, it was great.
Yeah.
I had one there. I had another one around the corner on Lois Lane. Lois Lane. I had a couple down at Apple Tree. So I had the little empire built.
There you go.
It was good.
And what the fuck? This is what it ends up. Right?
Yeah.
You could have had a,
I loved cutting grass too.
Cross colors fucking mowing.
All right, what's your 5?
My number 5, theme park attendant, like Great Escape, something like that. I think that would be a really cool summer job.
That'd be an awesome summer job, especially if it was Action Park.
Yeah, Action Park. So my 5 and my 1 are similar, but I separated them.
Okay.
So theme park, doing the rides.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Any of that, even if you worked at the fucking cotton candy thing, it's people that are there to have a good time.
Mm-hmm. My number 4, working the fair. Dutchess County Fair.
That's kind of close to the theme park.
It is.
Attendant, yeah.
Working the fair, but I only did it 1 year when I was working for my buddy Andrew, who had the sports memorabilia stuff.
Yeah.
But my dad and my grandfather worked security for Foster's at the fair for 20 years.
Yep.
That was just 1 week they knew. It was cash under the table.
There's another guy we know that works security at the
He's
fair.
done.
Pull over.
Yeah, he's done.
Woo, the private.
They called him last week. He told them at the end of last season that was it. They tried calling him again this year, and he's like, I told you last year, I'm done.
Is there a reason why he decided to leave?
His knees are bad, like mine. A lot of foot traffic, and when you're doing security there, like Foster's, they did shifts. So my dad would go in for 8 hours or whatever. From there, for security, you're there before they open till way after they close.
Yeah.
All week long. And it just got to be not profitable for what you're going to give up for it. He's like, listen, he goes, I was literally taking vacation
a week
days
of vacation and then
doing that too. Yeah. So, but working the fair, listen, the fairs
a lot of people moving
around here. Ulster County Fair, Dutchess County Fair are 2 of the biggest events in the summer.
Yep.
So
fair work. Okay. My number 4, I had these written wrong. Summer intern, whatever your future career is.
Yeah.
Or planning to be. It may not be interesting to me, may not be interesting to you, but to that guy it is, or girl that is. I think that's the spot where you kind of figure out, do I really want to fucking do this job?
Right.
You know what I mean? Very rarely is the summer season the fun season. It's usually the
Right.
the dredges of summer, right?
Yeah.
Or the dog days of summer. That's usually where it's more of a down. You're gonna learn it's hot, it's fucking sticky, whatever. But you're gonna find out if you really want to do that work.
Right. And most internships are not paid internships.
Right.
So
correct.
you're there giving up your time.
Right. So that's why I say, number 4, I think it's. You all right over there?
Yeah.
All right. I thought I heard something.
Oh, no.
Okay. Yeah. So number 4, internship.
Yep.
For a future career.
Yep. Number 3, I know Bean has done this. Dishwashing and bussing tables. Working at your local restaurants.
Yeah. I never went
I'm
not saying I'm above it. I'm just saying
Right.
I've never been like a waiter or
Yep.
anything like that.
My mom for years worked at Foster's, the main
Yep.
restaurant, in addition to nursing, or when she was working at Granty Morse, was always had waitressing as a side gig.
Yeah.
And listen, they make good money, but you bust your ass all night long.
Right. You're on your feet.
And a lot of times for some ungrateful people too.
Oh yeah.
So
Or for people that think they're above you and
Right.
above that.
now the other side of that is if you're good at what you do, you get your regulars, and your regulars tend to take care of you. So
Yep.
both sides. But listen, a lot of kids make their money all summer long by sweating in them kitchens. So
Yep. Number 3 for me, beach parking lot attendant.
yeah, that would be a killer job.
I remember, I think you were with me. We went up to the Cape and we went to pull in, and there's this kid. He's got a radio. It's two young guys,
Yep.
probably like Boston's age now. They got a radio there, a fucking sun umbrella, and some comfortable chairs. And they're just catching $20.
pulling in his jacket.
Right.
Yep.
And they're just catching $20. $20, giving you a ticket.
Now you haven't done the Cape in a couple of years.
But I'm just saying.
Right.
Think of the chicks you can meet.
Oh my God.
Just sitting there, especially like, yes, I'm partial, but my son's a handsome kid.
Yep.
6 foot, 190 pounds, ripped muscles, good looking. Sit there with no shirt on, just fucking collecting tickets, or shorts and a tank top. That's a fucking summer job. Right there.
You go with an extra couple 20s in your pocket.
Yeah.
Hey girls, I got this. Go ahead and park.
Yeah. Yep.
So no, fun job. Sure, I'm sure it could be hectic, especially up there.
Oh yeah. Well, you got to know how many cars are in, how many cars are out.
Yep.
But that's the thing. You were going to say I wasn't in Cape for a while.
We're in Cape for a while, dude. It's obscene now. The what they charge to park.
Probably like $40.
It's crazy. Yeah. You're so much better off now. If you like a certain hub of beaches, like if you're in Brewster, if you're in Harwich, buy the town's beach pass, because they absolutely rake you up the coals now.
Yeah.
Well, some are like $50 in mid-season.
Well, what's crazy is, and you and I have seen it. Well, I definitely did, because I went a few years before you guys started going up.
Yeah.
I saw it where it was super packed, you couldn't move, and then we went through them. Remember, it kind of all went away. We were like, where is everybody? And then Shark Week kind of brought it back.
Yeah.
Remember? But it had that kind of
a little lull
where it, all of a sudden it wasn't nearly as packed. And we'd always go the second week of July for a week, you know what I mean? And then all of a sudden it just disappeared.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We went the year of COVID.
Yeah.
And I remember driving in on a Saturday, and there wasn't a car 100 yards in front of me or behind me.
You went on the 4th of July one time, and we thought it was going to be packed, and it was.
That was the year of COVID. Yeah, it was crazy.
Because I called you because I left like the Sunday, and you were there the weekend of. And
right.
I came the weekend.
It was nuts.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow. Number 2.
Working summer camps around here.
That's mine. Camp counselor.
Yeah, if you're around here,
especially at Crystal Lake.
Yes, it might only be one summer.
Yeah, it might be. But if not, you might go through 9 more movies.
Yeah, that's true. If you live in Saugerties, you either went to camp at Cantines or you were a counselor at camp at Cantines.
Or like when we were kids, summer rec.
That's what I meant.
Was like their camp counselor. Yeah. That was the shit, dude.
Yeah.
Like you're just designing games and doing arts and crafts and all kinds of shit.
Yeah.
But we live in an area. Yes, we're in New York, but it's not New York City.
Right.
You know what I mean? We have the biggest forestry around, so there's a lot of summer camps here where kids go, even sleepaway camps and stuff like that. Good time. Like movies were made about that when we were kids, so there was always a nostalgia factor to it.
Yeah.
But I think that would be a great summer job.
Yeah, absolutely. What's your 2?
That was my 2.
Oh, that was your 2.
Yeah.
My number 1, and this was D-Mac's summer job. He did it at Splashdown.
Dude, that's my number 1.
Was lifeguard.
Or well, similar water park.
Yeah, yep. He was a lifeguard at Splashdown.
The amount of chicks you meet, probably.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
He said just wandering around, bathing suits. Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny just because we're 2 old fat dudes talking, but a young, like my daughter's 25.
Right.
Their list was probably different. They'd probably be like, oh, working at a boutique, the amount of people that come in, or whatever.
Yeah.
I think like summer jobs should be cool.
Yeah.
It's bad enough you got like you're going to school and then you're gonna go to do a career or whatever, but just to be a young kid, you want to do something that's cool, not necessarily
not
cool.
With my boys, Max has worked at hotels in the summer, which are always packed.
Yep.
Chris did when he was in high school was pizza delivery.
Yeah.
For 2 brothers. Another place during the summer, you're in your car constantly. You're hopping. So. Yep.
Yeah, no.
Plenty of ways to make money.
Plenty of ways to make money. And I mean, not far off of this, in a couple of years, we're going to be looking for summer jobs.
Yeah, no shit. Now
your
first job was Weiss Markets?
Adams first.
Okay.
Yep.
And mine, I had the video store.
Yeah.
Right up through.
And I delivered to Freeman back in the day when I was like 12. I had a paper route.
Did you?
Yeah.
I filled in for JA.
Yeah, we talked about this in previous ones. Yeah.
Yep.
So until I got tired of it, then my mom delivered the papers.
I will shout out. I mean, she's long gone, unfortunately. My grandmother on the winter months when I would fill in, she would fire up the car,
drive me around.
Yep. Yeah. To get it done quicker.
And back then, everybody had a Freeman box.
Yes.
And before the boxes came out, though, my route was before the boxes.
Yeah.
So you'd have to put certain people's in their door.
I had a lot of Barclay Heights would have the rings underneath.
Yeah.
The mailbox, so you'd sit them in the ring.
Yeah, and then you had to collect. So certain people always hit them in certain spots.
And then rain days sucked because you had to
bag
bag the papers.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah. And you had to fold them a certain way.
Yep.
You had a thing on your bike. It was a pain in the ass.
And then if you delivered the Sunday paper back in the day.
Oh, you had to put all the flyers in
the
night before.
5 times the amount of weight in your fucking paper bag if you're walking.
Yep.
So
it was crazy.
Yep.
Good old summer jobs.
Summer jobs.
All right, moving along. Five crazy questions presented by Winnie for week 2. Back-to-back weeks.
And number 1, if you could instantly master any skill, but it had to be a completely random one, i.e. competitive eating, yodeling, what would it be?
Just like a random, it couldn't be like singing.
Right.
Okay. Probably like beatboxing.
That's a lost art.
Yeah, but you could just, because then you could just turn it into something.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Number 2, if you could bring one extinct animal back to life, but it had to live in your backyard, what would it be?
Oh shit, T-Rex, bro.
That's a
that's a big motherfucker. But yeah, yo, I would talk all this shit to people. Yeah. You want to fight? Meet me at my house.
Let me. Don't make me open this gate.
Yeah, and just have him all fucking figured out, ready to tear shit up.
Come on, T.
Yeah.
All right, number 3.
Your dog's barking. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, T-Rex, go get that dog.
One bite.
Yep.
No dick flick there.
No.
Number 3. What's the most unexpected compliment that you've ever received? We've done a lot lately.
Yeah.
Because you've done some really good things for a lot of people recently.
Yeah. Weird one that comes in a lot, though, and I don't understand it, is people say I got a nice voice, and I don't get that at all. Because it's not like my real voice.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, like, and I think it's like, I don't know, maybe nasally, a little scratchy. People are like, man, your fucking voice. And I'm like, it's weird. I don't get it. You know,
okay.
I don't know. It's one of those ones I'm always
what's
like,
pleasing to others.
I don't know if you've ever, I am brutally bad at taking compliments. Like, And when people say thank you to me, I'm like,
Yeah, you suck at it.
I'm like,
You do suck at it.
I'm like,
pretty
yeah, fuck you,
Asshole.
Yeah, I don't know how to do it.
Yeah, great dick. Thanks.
I don't know. But yeah, that one threw me. Like,
Okay.
and it's been a few times recently.
Okay.
I'm like, what?
I think we're out there so much now. People are used to hearing it. We are becoming like a part of a lot of our friends.
Yeah, we're only
lives
a month
away
away
from lives.
what? 5 years.
Yeah.
5 years.
Yep. Number 4. Would you rather have a personal chef or a personal masseur?
Oh, fuck that. Chef all day.
Really?
Yes, I'd be in a lot better shape if I didn't. I don't want to cook for myself.
Okay.
I don't mind cooking for people. Like, if we're all at the campground, I'm going to cook. Cool. I don't mind grilling season, but, like, to not have to worry about meal plans and this and that, they know what your likes and your dislikes are.
Right.
Like, if I hit the lotto to the point, or if I really became, like, uber successful, like if this thing ever took off and was like
LeBron James spends $1 million a year,
I would have a personal chef.
Right.
100%.
Okay. I think the aches and pains personal masseur has its definite advantages.
Oh yeah.
For now, like being older, but yeah, I don't think.
Yeah, but if you were eating better and you were lighter, how much better
I
would
hurt
you
as
feel?
much. Right. Yeah, you're right. And number 5, would you rather travel the world for free for an entire year, or have $1 million to spend however you want?
That's hard.
Yes.
That's a really hard one because I'd like to do both. No, I mean, travel the world for free. Is that everything that you want? Like
anything and everything is included. Yeah.
Oh
you
yeah,
do it for a
I'll
year.
take that.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's going to be worth more than $1 million. It's a life. Money's going to be money, and it's going to run out.
Right.
You get a year to go wherever you want, how you want, when you want, eat the best restaurants, do the best, drive a Lamborghini in fucking Italy.
That will be a year that you could never
duplicate.
Right.
Right. So yeah, I would take that.
All right. There's 5 crazy.
All right. Let's move along. Dirtbag, presented by BGS Construction, where we nail all studs
from the rear.
914-403-2619. Are you a dirtbag? If you send a dick pic to that number, you will get some Outlaw Blitz swag.
Yes, you will. All right. Here we go.
Number 1. Have you ever eaten cake frosting straight out of the container?
We both have. We are dirtbags. Yes.
We said it would be on the next episode of Dirtbag.
And then there it is.
All right. Number 2. Have you ever had a custom license plate either on your bicycle, on your neck, or on your car?
No.
You know how people get them little...
Yeah, the little airbrush plates.
Yeah, never nothing Winnie.
No.
No chain with your...
The only thing I ever had was...
your number?
My number, yeah.
Yeah, me too. I had 14, 16. Yep. Dirtbags in a sense.
Like girls, I remember big when we were in high school was the nameplate necklaces for the girls.
Yeah. Okay, sniffany. Yeah. All right, number 3. Did you ever make a quesadilla in the microwave?
Yeah.
Dirtbag.
They're so awful.
Like rubber.
Yep.
Yeah.
The cheese is rubber and the fucking tortilla instantly turns into cracker.
Yep. Number 4. Have you ever traded your shoes or bought used shoes?
100%.
Dirtbag. and me, I'm burying you for this. That is some dirtbag shit. If people have I hate feet. People have some fucked up feet, and you're putting your feet down in there. How do you know they didn't wear them without socks or something? And now you got fucking corn nuts all over you.
To my defense, I have bought you shoes before, but I always clean them before I wear them.
It don't matter.
Like sanitize them, wash them.
Gnarled up toenails stuck in there, and you're rubbing your foot against it.
Yeah, I've done it.
Gangrene in it.
I'm dirtbag.
All right, number 5. Have you ever participated in the wave at a baseball?
Yes.
Dirtbag. You're even worse if you started.
Yeah, I never started it.
But I love it.
86 with the Mets.
Oh, yeah.
I remember being in Shea for a doubleheader against the Astros. And yeah, the wave was huge that year.
Yeah.
Definitely remember doing the wave.
And there's times where like, I think we were coaching a football game and a wave broke out. And we're just like, you're like, dude, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm watching a fucking wave go around.
Yeah,
Like,
I believe
what's
it
going
did
on?
happen, actually.
Like,
Yeah.
there's a wave going around right now. And it's wild to think, like,
Yep.
at a game like that, you get a wave. But
Yep.
All right, number 6. Have you ever stolen something from the mall?
No, yes.
Yeah. Dirtbag.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Yeah, I had to think about it, and I was like, oh, wait,
How about
yeah.
the wall? How about Champs?
Yeah, both stores are well out of business, and the statute of limitations is long expired. Yeah.
Yeah. You probably got $1 million worth of shit.
What about buying hot merchandise?
Yeah. Dirtbag. Yeah.
Buy hot merchandise. Listen, we used to give lists.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want that Knicks jersey, whatever.
Hey,
That hat.
it
Yeah.
happens.
All right, number 7. Have you ever brushed your teeth with your finger?
Yeah.
Yeah, dirtbag.
Everybody, I think,
But
at one point
that should
has.
be an undirtbag thing because
You're still trying to do the right thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, you're just like, oh fuck, I don't have a toothbrush. Give me some
Yep.
toothpaste. Yeah. All right, number 8. Have you ever? Do you play scratch off lottery tickets?
Rarely, but yeah. I
Yeah,
have.
it's dirtbag. Especially with your last couple bucks, you're like, fuck it.
That's not breaking out the fucking shoelace to the asshole in front of me in line, though.
Yeah, you do. All right, number 9. Do you call ground beef hamburger meat?
I don't.
You don't?
It's ground beef.
Is it? All right.
I think it's a generational thing.
That is a dirtbag.
Like my
thing.
grandparents definitely called it like hamburger meat.
Yeah. So you got dirtbag genetics in there.
That's it.
And number 10. Have you ever taken pictures at a funeral?
No, that's tacky.
That is tacky. You know, there's a specific group of people that take
But
lots of
I've
pictures
worked.
at funerals.
So one of the many jobs I had growing up, I worked at the 1 hour photo at Super K.
Yep.
And I've developed the roles of people. I'm like, oh, that's a dead guy in a casket. That's fucked up.
Yeah, I can't do that.
Oh.
And here's a bonus one. Have you ever drank soda in the morning?
Oh, every morning.
Oh, dirtbag. Yeah.
It's caffeine, baby.
Yeah, so that is Dirtbag. Remember, 914-403-2619. You send a dick pic to that cell phone number, you will get a legal one.
Right.
Not illegal, a legal above age one.
Yes.
To that phone,
Yeah.
you will get some Outlaw Blitz swag.
You got to clarify. And we will
Yeah.
know.
Because
Because
BGS will be all chuckled.
We will get
Yeah.
text messages, you assholes.
He will be tickled pink if you send one to that.
And bricked
episode.
up.
And bricked up. On the booger sugar.
On the booger sugar.
With Down D, chasing him through the
That's
woods.
right. Of Montana.
Yeah, of Montana.
Oh,
And
God.
through the big timber of Montana.
Have you
ever lived in your buddy's basement
I have
while
not.
working in a state that you don't live in?
I have not, but somebody does that we know.
Yeah, dirtbag.
Dirtbag.
Yeah.
Hey, you got any free swag?
Yeah. I was gonna put on there. Have you ever asked for more free swag after you just got free swag?
Yes, I haven't, but Sal definitely has.
Oh yeah, I'll take some more.
The scurv.
Fucking scurv. You're gonna ask me something.
Drove home from the diner laughing my balls off that day.
Yeah, you
I
did.
saw you in front of me with your shoulders going, so I knew you were laughing too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see that there's a new Spaceballs set to come out in
Yes.
2027?
Very, very
Psyched.
excited for that. Yep.
The son of Bill Pullman and his son are both in it.
Yeah, and John Candy can't.
No, they did cast somebody to, I guess,
Like a offspring.
yeah, as a son of Barth. Daphne Zuniga's back as Barf. Bartholomew. Back as Princess Vespa. Rick Moranis is back as Dark Helmet.
He's coming out of a retirement. He retired from acting.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you haven't seen Rick Moranis since like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. He left Hollywood.
No, maybe
The Little Giants
Little
was his last
Giants.
movie.
Right, Little Giants was probably would be the last thing I could think of.
And I always think Ron Cantwell is just a jacked up Rick Moranis.
He is 100%. So no, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, me too. All right, ready to move along?
Yep.
I see you toe tap into that.
We have done before.
Yeah. Over and under. Is it overrated? Is it underrated? You be the judge. But there is no push. It's got to be over or it's got to be under.
Continuing the summer edition theme. Number 1, backyard fireworks. We've done The big displays.
I'll say underrated if you have some cool shit.
You got to have cool shit. Though.
And it's getting cooler now. Like, you're starting to get better stuff for home.
Right.
Oh, bro. Have you seen the dudes playing Roman candle baseball?
No.
Guy's standing like 50 feet away and shoots the Roman candle at him. And then he's just trying to hit it.
Oh, that's no.
The first one right in the chest. He turned and then he's like, fuck. He's trying to put himself out. One goes high. The next one he hits.
No shit.
Yeah,
You actually connected.
Yep.
That's pretty awesome. Number 2, bug spray and or citronella.
Underrated. Highly underrated. Like, you need it, especially when you're out at the campground. Citronella candles really don't work that well.
How about
the smell of them isn't great?
How about Skin So Soft?
Bro, underrated. Can't find it.
Always work because you don't.
Avon Skin So
You rarely see Avon salespeople anymore.
My mom's on the prowl for this because we were talking about it last week.
Is she really?
Came to visit the campground, and she's like, "I will find it." She goes, "I swear they still make it."
If anybody can find it, DNN's and track it down.
She might still have it in her cabinet. Look, 1988, still good.
The plastic bottle's now yellowed.
Yeah.
Number 3, ice cream trucks.
I hate the sound of them, but underrated.
Yeah.
Like, when you're a kid in the street, you don't always have access to getting to a store to get ice cream.
Right.
So if the ice cream man comes around.
We were lucky. You had the Mount Marion Market.
Yeah.
I had
companies. Well, Mr. Dingling still came around.
Did he really?
Yeah. Bosco.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He still came around.
You see that truck parked on the corner of Edith and Apple Tree.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, he still came around with the ice cream truck and he still bought stuff.
Yep.
Like the Choco Taco, and the strawberry shortcake on the stick. And back then, I think it was like Spider-Man and the gumball eyes. You get one, he was like down. He had one
that's hanging way down.
Yeah.
Now it's SpongeBob and today's characters, but
whatever of the day.
All right, so underrated.
Underrated.
All right. Number 4, corn on the cob.
Underrated.
Love it.
Love it. How do you do yours?
How do I eat it?
No, I'm saying, how do you make it?
Depends what we're doing.
Do you boil it in a pot?
No, very rarely. It'll either be wrapped in a wet paper towel in the microwave or on the grill on foil.
I do it in aluminum foil. I put probably like a quarter stick of butter in there with garlic salt.
Yeah.
And then I throw it in. I wrap it up, throw it in.
See, this is
or
weird.
In a fire.
This is where I'm weird. I prefer it plain. I'll do butter occasionally, but I prefer it plain. I just like the taste of the roasted sweet corn.
I heard you eat it like
long ways.
Long ways.
Yeah.
You don't go down the side.
No, just.
I heard they call that the sow. Doing the sow.
That is the sow.
Yes.
I canduloed the shit out of that corn.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, you don't want to get canduloed out here in the middle of nowhere.
Way worse than being Munson.
Way worse than being Munson.
Number 5, watermelon.
Oh, underrated. Had great watermelon last night.
Good.
I got it at Price Chopper here in town. And I was like, man, that looks pretty ripe, like red. And it was pre-sliced. So we do, you always miss, I invite you up, we do dudes night. It's Thursday nights at the campground. No wives come, no girlfriends come, nobody. So we go to a different site every time and cook. So last night I made steak tips and shrimp and then some hot dogs too. Because there ain't a vegetable to be found there with them sandwiches. But then after I had watermelon for dessert, and it was fucking good. Delicious. Nice. Super good. And watermelon's weird. Sometimes you get it where it's like styrofoamy.
Yep.
And then this one was like super, super sweet and really good.
That's the best.
Yep.
Number 6, bonus, sprinklers and or slip and slides.
Overrated at our age, underrated as a kid.
Yeah, as a kid, that was like grandpa's watering the lawn.
You just ran through a sprinkler.
Yep.
And you do some like the Toyota jump.
Yep. But it was a good way to get cool quick.
Yeah. But you know what I mean? You always did there's always be that weird kid that did some like weird jump through it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Jumping through the sprinkler. Slip and slides, they were fucking cool for the time. Like, that was a water slide in your backyard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They were hard to come by. And then they started putting like jumps in them and pools at the end of them. They were cool as shit.
Now you see more slip and slide fails on reels.
Yeah. But then you see adults taking like 25, 30 feet of fucking plastic, putting soapy
Yep.
water down on it, and then playing like kickball.
Oh.
That's cool.
It's one of Houston Jones's things. I brought him up last week too. He had the slip and slide, but they attached 80 grit sandpaper in various spots on the slip and slide.
Ooh.
About 100. It was like a good 100 feet long, and he took off running, and he came up cherry red.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Now the only thing they could do to make that better is throw like some peroxide or alcohol down in certain pools.
Lemon juice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, what the fuck is wrong with them people?
Yeah,
That's like superhuman, like the same thing, right?
Yeah.
And I know it's human. I understand that, but he calls himself superhuman, does he not?
Yeah.
Right? Am I wrong?
No, I think it's the way he says it. He has a little
Superhuman,
speech thing
yeah.
going. Yeah.
But I think they call him superhuman.
He does the dumbest shit.
Oh, bro, but that dude torches his body.
Yep.
Bad.
Real bad.
I've seen the worst one I saw. I'm like, oh, it's only a little microwave. That fucker didn't bend a lick.
Nope, he ate the entire thing in his
He's
back.
like, cut it off.
You feel it. You know what he's feeling.
Fuck.
He took all four corners to various parts of his body, and that thing didn't give.
No,
So
it didn't even dent.
no, not even a little bit.
I was like, oh god.
So that is
Over under.
and under.
All right. What else you got going on?
Not much, man.
You'll be on vacation now, right?
By the time this comes out, I'll be leaving the 2 days after.
A couple days after.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, we're shooting twofers recently because it's summertime and it's just easier to get them out this way. Yeah, I mean, this is that time of year, man. It's time to go have some fun
And you've only got one last September reset coming.
What do you mean? Oh yeah, that's
remember
it.
what we said? September's the reset.
Yeah, because of school. Well, not really, because he'll go to college.
Yeah.
But yeah, September is the reset.
Yep.
August is the Sunday of summer. You're just waiting for life to restart.
Yep.
What's kind of sad now is we haven't really had a summer, and then it went to like fucking balls hot.
Yeah.
But the days are already getting shorter.
Yeah, the Saturday was the longest day of the year, Chris's birthday.
It sucked in that aspect, you know? It's like, what the fuck, man? They're getting shorter by a minute already. I felt like when we were kids, they were getting longer in July.
Right.
And then around August, they started getting shorter.
To me, like I said, the pinnacle week of summer was always the Glasgow Bazaar. And then everything
it was August
after that,
1st.
everything after that was downhill.
Yeah. And the August is the Sunday of summer. You're just waiting for school to restart, for
back then it was
break.
It was the Glasgow Bazaar, and then within 2 weeks football practice starts.
Right.
So
yeah, and then you knew late September at a football practice where all of a sudden we would have to have a sweatshirt on.
Didn't sweat nearly as much.
Oh, here you go. Here it is.
Then you had the practices where you're freezing your sack off.
Yep. So yeah, it's the reset's coming. This year's flying by, dude. We're halfway through.
It's crazy.
So, yeah, pretty wild stuff, man.
Good stuff, though.
Good stuff. I enjoy the summer for all it's worth.
Absolutely.
Because we might only have like 20 of them left.
That's it. You don't know.
If you're lucky.
You're lucky.
All right. You got anything else?
I'm good, bud.
All right, buddy. Take us home.
All right. For Gmacs, this is Winnie. This has been the Outlaw Blitz podcast.
Oh. Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to you.
When this comes out, it'll be my birthday. So happy birthday to Gmac.
Happy birthday, Gmac. All right. So for birthday boy Gmac and Winnie, this has been the Outlaw Blitz podcast.